Now that we are familiar with z-test, t-test, ANOVA, chi-square test and correlation, let's summarize on when to use which test or measure. We'll take an example from cricket. For those unfamiliar with cricketing terminologies, let me define a couple of terms. Strike rate of a bowler means the number of overs he bowls on an average before he takes a wicket. The average of a bowler means the number of runs he gives away before he takes a wicket. Okay, let's look at a few scenarios. Yeah, scenario 1. You have one independent variable with two levels and one continuous dependent variable. So in such a case, you go for a t-test or a z-test. So this is a kind of question I would like to answer. Is there any significant difference between the mean strike rates of spinners and pacers? So as you can see, there is one independent variable here, which is the type of bowler. Is he a pacer or a spinner? Those are my two levels. And one continuous dependent variable, which is the strike rate. So I want to know if there is any significant difference between the strike rates of spinners and pacers. So we go for a t-test or z-test to answer such a question. Okay, next scenario. One independent variable with more than two levels and one continuous dependent variable. We go for an ANOVA, which I mentioned is an extension of t-test for more than two levels. So the type of question you can answer here is there any significant difference between the strike rates of spinners, medium pacers and pacers? So we have three levels in this question now. And you go for an ANOVA for this case. The next one, more than one independent variable with more than two levels and one continuous dependent variable. So only difference between the previous scenario and this one is you have more than one independent variable here. So you just go for an extension of an ANOVA called two-way ANOVA. In a two-way ANOVA, you can answer three questions. Okay, now there are two independent variables in this question. Is there any significant difference between the strike rates of spinners, medium pacers and pacers? So this bowler type is one independent variable. Next one, is there any significant difference between the strike rates of left arm bowlers and right arm bowlers? The arm of the bowler is another independent variable. Now third question you can also answer is there any interaction between the bowler type and the arm he uses? Just to elaborate more on the third question, I'll give a scenario. Say after your statistical analysis, you conclude that there is no significant difference between the strike rates of spinners, medium pacers and pacers. So that is your conclusion. But you also observe that for a left arm bowler, the strike rate of pacer is very much higher than a spinner and medium pacer. So in this case, you conclude that there is a significant interaction between the type of bowler and the arm he uses. Okay. Now next scenario. Greater than one independent variable with more than two levels and more than one continuous dependent variable. But the difference between the previous scenario and the current scenario is you have more than one dependent variable here. So here what you go for is another extension of ANOVA or variation of ANOVA called multivariate analysis of variance or MANOVA, MANOVA. Okay. So here you can see you have two continuous dependent variables here, the average and strike rate. So my questions remain similar to the earlier one, only that we have two factors to consider here. Yeah. Next scenario, you want to compare two continuous variables to check if there is any relation between them. So in such a case, you go for correlation. Your sample question will be, is there any relation between the number of overs bowled and the number of wickets taken? You have only one categorical variable based on which you need to draw some conclusions. You go for chi-square test for goodness of fit. So this is my question. Are the number of left arm bowlers and right arm bowlers in the ratio 1:3? So this is my assumption about the underlying data. The number of right arm bowlers are thrice the number of left arm bowlers. So this is my assumption. I measure the actuals and I compare the expected and the observed and determine if my statement is true or if my expected value is true. So this is where you go for a goodness of fit test. Okay, now you have two categorical variables. You go for chi-square test with test of independence. So this is my question. Is there any relation between bowler type and the country he represents? Meaning my expected value would be, in case these two are independent, bowler type and country are independent, what I would expect is the number of pacers are evenly spread across all countries. The number of spinners are evenly spread across all countries. So on. If they are not independent, what I would likely see is there are a lot of spinners in subcontinental countries, India, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka. There are a lot of pacers in Australia, South Africa, New Zealand. This is what I would see if these two were not independent. Okay. So that concludes the various scenarios we have seen. Final note is we will not be performing this test on the entire data. So these tests are relevant only when you have only a sample of data to work on and you want to draw your conclusions based on the sample to the entire population. So for this scenario, I am just assuming you have data for say 2019 only, and based on that you want to answer the questions for the entire period.